Hey everyone, this is the Personal Gamer here, and this video today is all about you guys. I've been looking through some of the YouTube comments you've left me on my recent montage video, and I've decided to make a video answering a few of your questions. So let's not delay any further and get straight into the first one. Moritz asks, what are your camera and dead zone settings? So obviously this is a question a lot of people get, especially pros will get this constantly if you watch any of their streams. I actually use two different types of camera settings across from about Champ 1 to Grand Champion. Anything before that with my camera just was absolutely awful, and I don't think anyone's going to want to know. So my current settings are on your screen now. Distance is 270, height is 90, angle -5, and stiffness 0.45. I play around with the stiffness a little bit just to see what feels right, but 0.45 right now does seem pretty good to me. Field of view 110, it usually is going to be with most camera settings regardless of all the other options that you have. The camera settings I use from around about Champ 1 to Champ 3 were slightly different. So field of view 110 again, distance was 280 this time, the height was 110, the angle was -2. I used to switch between -2 and 3, -2 did feel quite good though, and then the stiffness was a bit higher at 0.55, I sometimes would chuck that up to 0.6 as well. My dead zone settings haven't really changed that much actually, they're pretty much the standard that most people use. So the controller dead zone is 0.1, the dodge dead zone is 0.6, that is slightly higher than some people use, but I am quite prone to backflipping when I go to do a double jump aerial, so I tend to put it a little bit higher just to prevent that happening, but it does still happen relatively often. Diogo said that he thought I was playing on PS4 at the beginning of the montage up until Platinum, and then I moved to PC afterwards. Now, I can see why you thought that. It's mainly because of my visual settings at the time. Once again, I didn't really look into changing the settings to improve my games, but this is something definitely that if you haven't done yet, it is worth doing. So go into your video settings, and this is mainly on PC. I don't think there's as many options when you're on console, but all these ones that I've just ticked off, you can see in the video there, they are visual enhancers, and they make the games and the graphics obviously look a bit more flowing, a bit more fluid, but overall they're also going to really hinder how you interpret the ball and where it's going and how you judge it basically. So I would highly suggest turning most of them off. Some people keep the shaders on, but I tend to just take everything off apart from the transparent goalpost, and you'll find that you'll be able to see the ball better and perform better as well. Topaz asks, how long did it take you to get to GC? Because I have 2400 hours and I'm stuck between Champ 2 and Champ 3. It took me a total of 1629 hours to get to Grand Champion. I would say at least 1400 of those I was actually really trying to improve my rank. The first 200 was just playing a bit of fun and mostly like Rumble and things like that. And I would say just keep going, mate. You're almost there. I'm going to do a few videos on how you can just get them slight improvements to get you into GC, but by all means I'm definitely not a full GC player yet. I would say I'm probably a mid to high Champ 3, edging into GC if I have a good day. Xylo commented, it's actually insane looking at the improvement of the ball and car control as well as your speed increasing through the ranks. It was really fun editing this montage just purely because I could see myself gradually progressing, and from the silver ones to sort of the goldish plats, you can see, especially with the air dribbles that I'm highlighting now, they're quite, I don't know, clumsy I would say. There's a lack of car control, but as they come through they're starting to get more deliberate and kind of less kind of lucky, and you can see they're coming up in towards kind of the champion ones. They're starting to get a little bit faster too, which is good, and the ball control is way closer. The last one you're about to see now, this is from a recent game. I think it was my placements actually for the new season, but you can see I started off from way further distance. Even getting the ball up onto the wall seemed much more smooth, and I must have got at least, I would say, towards maybe 8 or 9 touches on the ball as it landed down. Philip commented, what rank did you start spinning your car and doing awesome freestyles like Jazer? Now, I'm not even close to Jazer. Like, I have a few odd okay shots, but in comparison to him, it's just, you know, there's an astronomical difference. And you can actually see here in the background, I played against Jazer yesterday, which was really fun. They were trying to hit a lot of good shots against me, but only a 2-0 loss. I mean, I know they probably weren't taking it too seriously, but I'm quite happy that we managed to hold on and only concede 2 goals. Josh asks, what training and map packs do you use? So for the workshop maps, I tend to use French fries ones, the obstacle course 1 and 2, and the dribbling challenge 1 and 2. You can get them on the Steam workshop. I don't think they're on any consoles yet though. Unfortunately right now they're not working due to the patch update, so I'm hoping Psyonix will end up fixing that. I used them to warm up with, and I also used it to improve my ball and car control, and it paid off massively. One of the best tools I think in order to climb up the ranks and improve. And then the training packs, you can see them in front of you you now. Feel free to pause the video and note down any download codes if you want to try them packs out. The long distance air drag is excellent for improving the air dribbles, but the one I want to focus on is the leading backboard shots by Lefamir. Now I started practicing them for a couple of months and I ended up actually hitting 1 or 2 clips in the montage that you will be seeing now, and I would definitely contribute hitting them shots to doing that particular pack. So it does show that the practice you do will transfer into your game. MJ wrote, "You're so good at those ghost touch redirects." So thank you for the kind words. What a ghost touch redirect is when you get a small amount of contact on the ball and you actually increase its momentum and you do slightly change the direction of the ball too. Now they're not too hard to master, you just have to keep on practicing with the training packs, but I am going to bring out a few videos on how you can take advantage of structuring the training packs and focusing on certain techniques in order to improve a little bit faster, so keep an eye out for that in the future. Vincent commented, "Funny how little you use your air roll, still looking like a beginner during your champ clips." Now I do have to agree with you there to some extent actually. I should be using my air roll more often. I am starting to get a little bit better on it as well. I've been practicing for quite a few months now. The workshop maps I mentioned earlier were excellent for improving car control in the air, and I think Scrubkiller on a recent stream said that manipulating your air roll in the air will actually prevent your opponent from reading you as well, because you don't know where your car's going, which means they don't know where the ball's going. So definitely something to focus on and improve. To finish the video off today, I just wanted to show a few comments that I saw that I wanted to respond to. So the first one's from Azura L saying, "Nice, awesome when you saved all this progress, really encouraging for people to watch right now." That was the whole idea of the montage. It was for people to stay motivated, and if they're trying to climb through the ranks, to continue to progress, and just showing that the hard work does pay off. Ace Phoenix says I should do a montage with Grand Champ clips. I do have a few from my time in Grand Champ, but since the rank reset, I am currently sitting in Champ 3, but once I get back up there, I will make one, definitely. Irritated Eyeball, great name by the way, asks, "Did you solo queue your champ games?" Yeah, I did for a majority of the part. I do play in a team, but I would say from my actual progression, it was mostly in solo queue. Finally, Boy Cobra said that after watching the montage, it's made him want to start saving his replays even though he's only in silver. Now, I wouldn't worry about that at all. I started off in silver. We've all been there, and you can progress. You just got to keep going, and hopefully I can help you out with that. But definitely start saving your clips. So once again, thank you so much for checking out my montage and all the amazing feedback you've given me as well. But there was one thing I saw quite a few times in the comments that I wanted to address, and you know what, I think because everyone talked about it so much, I might end up bringing it back. Actually, nope, feel sick already.